Now, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin have spoken over the phone line, so the ice one expects is broken. Now, Trump has also reached out to Volodymyr Zelensky. A short while ago, the American president posted on Truth Social that there is a good possibility of ending the horrible, very bloody war in Ukraine. But what Donald Trump said next has in fact sent a bit of a shock through Europe. Listen to what Donald Trump had to say when he was asked if Ukraine would be a part of the peace process.
View Ukraine as an equal member of this peace process?
It's an interesting question. I think they have to make peace. Their people are being killed, and I think they have to make peace. I said that was not a good war to go into, and I think they have to make peace. That's what I think.
All right, so that is Donald Trump's statement when he was asked, will Ukraine be a party to the peace and negotiations? He did not directly allude to that, but he said that Ukraine will have to make peace without directly stating whether Ukraine will be part of any negotiations. Now, Trump's response has fueled some fears of a possible deal that's already been done over Kiev's head. He's cast doubt on Ukraine regaining its pre-2014 borders, including Crimea, as part of any ceasefire agreement. He's also said that Ukraine cannot be a part of the NATO military alliance, something the West has been promising to Kiev for a long time now. Europe, for its part, pretended that it was caught unawares. The Trump administration is signaling plans for direct talks with Russia without involving either Europe or Kiev. The tension, of course, is palpable as to what could happen next. Now, NATO's defense ministers are meeting in Brussels, and all of them are urging Washington to take them into confidence. One after another, European leaders are making the same plea.
It is clear that any deal behind our backs will not work. Any agreement will need also Ukraine and Europe being part of it, and this is clear that appeasement also always fails.
It is regrettable, and I say this myself, but it is part of the truth. The Trump administration has already made public concessions to Putin before negotiations have even begun.
And let's not forget, Russia remains a threat well beyond Ukraine. So my message in these discussions will be that there can be no negotiation about Ukraine without Ukraine, and Ukraine's voice must be at the heart of any talks.
Now, Volodymyr Zelensky has said that Ukraine is a sovereign nation and has said that he'll not be able to accept any agreements without Kiev. Now, Trump's defense chief has denied any betrayal of Ukraine, but European allies feel completely blindsided by this.
There is no betrayal there. There is a recognition that the whole world and the United States is invested and interested in peace, a negotiated peace. As President Trump has said, stopping the killing.
Now, Pete Hegseth isn't the only one who's defending and pushing Donald Trump's plans. Now, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance is in Munich for the security conference on Friday alongside the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, while Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is in Kiev, meeting Zelensky with Ukraine's rare earth minerals topping his agenda. The Kremlin, meanwhile, is watching the Western outrage with a bit of amusement. It is surprised at the daze that is being felt in Europe over Donald Trump's conversation with Putin and hopes, quote-unquote, that the West will actually sober up.
Many people in the West, starting with the leaders of the European Union, are in a daze. When a normal elementary conversation between two well-mannered, polite people who put their differences to one side, took place.
While the diplomatic tensions rise, the battlefield remains unforgiving. Russia claims yet another advance in the Donbas region, capturing new territory. It also boasts of destroying a Ukrainian drone production facility. The war is far from over and Kiev faces a critical moment. Donald Trump is pushing for a deal. And Europe is warning against betrayal. Russia is advancing and Ukraine's fate hangs in the balance that is held up by Donald Trump. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.